Whole Story Quest Audiobooks presents Horsey Mere by David Blake, narrated by Jonathan Keeble. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. 1 John, chapter 2, verse 16. Prologue. Saturday the 31st of October. Sam Lewis let his bicycle crash down onto a grass verge before stepping up onto the car park's low wooden boundary fence. There he teetered for a moment, his arms helping to find his balance before standing tall, staring out at the wide expanse of water before him. Finding what he was looking for, the single hawthorn tree that clung to the edge of Horsey Mere, he turned his head into the brisk cold wind, still blowing hard from the night before. As his sun-bleached hair whipped wildly about his head, he caught sight of his two friends, pedalling hard over the car park towards him.
"Hurry up, you two! It'll be dark soon!"
All right, moaned Tom, the tallest of the three.
"Keep your hair on."
Leaving them to follow, Sam jumped off the barrier, straight into a run. When he was about 20 metres from the tree, he stopped, catching his breath while staring up at its tangled web of lifeless branches, watching them being tousled and bent by the unrelenting wind. He wasn't prepared to go any further. Not on his own, he wasn't. When his two friends finally appeared, one on each side, both breathing hard as they leaned over on their knees, he heard the voice of Jason, the smallest and youngest.
"You sure it's hers?" "I reckon. You can see the stone slab just under the roots. Come on, I'll show you."
Proceeding with more caution, the three boys edged themselves towards the tree's ancient base, doing their best to ignore the anguished sound of branches creaking and groaning above their heads. Once there, they squinted down through the rapidly diminishing light. Lying at their feet was the first layer of the tree's complex system of tangled roots, the earth that had nurtured them for countless generations, having been washed away by 3 days of torrential rain.
"That's it there!"
Sam exclaimed, pointing down at a broken mud-covered slab of stone, the exposed tree roots surrounding it like the bars of a rusty cage. His two friends crouched down to take a closer look.
"The tree must have grown over the top of it,"
observed Jason, reaching out with his hand to touch the slab before pulling it away.
"There's an engraving as well,"
added Sam.
"I haven't been able to make the name out, but the date's pretty clear. November the 23rd, 1637,
Jason read aloud.
"It must be hers."
Sam stood up to place his hands squarely down on his hips.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?